Hello, my friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, my name is Sarah Chatello McGuire from Sassy Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today's card is this one, and I love this one. I use a couple of different techniques to make this card, but it is still pretty simple. We are going to be using the Season of Chic bundle. So that comes with a photopolymer stamp set with 17 stamps in it, and then the Chic dies, which are absolutely gorgeous. So many dies. You really get a lot of bang for your buck with this bundle. So if you want to see how to make this card, please keep watching. So for our card today, we are going to be using some elements from the Textured Chic Suite. That is hard to say. It is on page 98 and 99 of your annual catalog. The suite comes with this beautiful Textured Chic Designer Series paper, the Season of Chic bundle, which we'll be using the stamp set and the dies today, the Distressed Gold specialty paper, and it is just a gorgeous suite. So the thing I love so much about this stamp set is it has all 4 seasons included. So you have some seashells for summer, leaves for fall, snowflakes for winter, and flowers for spring. There are several different sentiments. So even if you only get the stamp set and not the dies, it is definitely worth it. Like, you can use this all year round. Super versatile, super fun. So the first thing we are going to do for our card is a little bit of ink blending. I chose 3 colors for our card. I have Mango Melody, Mary Merlot, and Pear Pizzazz. And I have 3 blending brushes. When you buy the blending brushes, they come in a pack of 3. So I'm going to be using all 3 of these, and I'm going to show you really quick how we blend with the blending brushes. So I'm just going to open my ink pad. And if you do place an order in my online store, be sure to use the host code. I am giving away a free pack of the classic matte dots with every order this month. So I'm going to start with, I'll start with Mango Melody. And I'm just putting a little bit of ink on my brush. I'm starting off on my grid paper, and then I'm just kind of going in. And you're going to do this until you get the color you want. So right now it's kind of a yellow. I want more of a mango. So we're just going to go in and keep doing this. Then I'm going to go in with the Pear Pizzazz, and I'm going to blend those 2 colors together so it's seamless. And then finally, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go in with your Mary Merlot and blend that into the Pear Pizzazz. And when you are finished, you're going to have something that looks like this. So I'm not going to do the whole blending because it takes a minute. It's still simple and quick. I find it relaxing. I don't want to put these 2 away yet though. So with this, what you're going to do is you're going to die cut your leaves. So actually I am going to close my ink pads because I feel like I'm going to put my finger in them. We're not done with the ink yet though. We still have some stamping to do and another fun technique that I want to show you, but I'm going to grab the dies. So I used all 4 of these leaf outline dies, or I guess they're the details. This one's the outline. So this matches the leaves in the stamp set. I'm not going to use that one, but I am going to use this one, and this one, and this one. So I'm going to die cut these, and how I'm going to do it is I'm going to put an adhesive sheet. We have these awesome adhesive sheets. I'm going to put it on the back of my cardstock, and then I'm just going to kind of lay them down. And what I'm looking for is I want the fading. I want that where that color blends. I want that in there. So I'm going to maybe get a lot of that Mary Merlot and then green on the end, that kind of thing. So I'm going to die cut these, put my adhesive sheet on the back, then die cut them, and we'll have our pieces, and then we can finish our card. So now that I have everything die cut, I did use the standard size Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You could see where I put my adhesive sheets. Some of them, it doesn't cover the whole thing. I'm okay with that. I use the standard only because my cardstock here is too big for the mini, but these dies do fit in the mini. I'm just going to pop them out, and this is where the die brush attachment for the take your pick tool comes in handy. I have it on the end of a paper piercer here. All I do is just kind of roll it over. Sometimes I'll even put it like in my hand and roll it over, and all the little pieces just pop right out. And if you have any that are like super stuck, they usually come off when you remove the adhesive sheet. And the adhesive sheet, all that really does is make the die like a sticker. So I'm just going to pop these out and then we can finish our card. So now that all of my die cut pieces are popped out, what I'm going to do now is we're going to do a little bit of stamping. I have this solid die or die stamp from the Season of Chic stamp set. There's an outline and there's a solid one. I have the solid one. I have two ink colors, Mary Merlot and Mango Melody, and I have two sponge daubers. Now, I don't have a sponge dauber for every Stampin' Up! Color. I kind of do them in color families, so I have a yellow one, or an orangey one, and a reddish purpley one. So I use this one for like Blackberry Bliss, Mary Merlot, Rich Raspberry, this one Mango Melody, Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, and they tend to just dry and it's fine. So I like to, they come in a pack of 5, so I like to have one just for color families. Basically, I have a blue one, a green one. I'm just going to take this one, I got it on my finger, I'm going to put it into the Mango Melody, and I'm just going to stamp or dauber, I guess, the middle of my stamp. I'm not really going all the way to the edge. I want it to be kind of soft. And then I'm going to take the red one and put it into Mary Merlot, and I'm just going on the outside edges. And I kind of want it the more color towards the top. So I put it in my ink a couple times and then just go down the sides. And then we are going to stamp it onto our basic white. Now, all the measurements and everything for this card are on my blog. The link is in the description of this video. And I'm just going to stamp it and see how you get that two-tone color. And we're just going to do the same thing again. I'm not going to clean my stamp or anything. I'm just going to do the same thing. Put that Mango Melody in the center and then go around the edges with the Mary Merlot. And then we can stamp it again. And I kind of go that way. And then one more time. Taking the Mango Melody, putting it in the middle, and then the Mary Merlot on the edges. And this is going to look a little bit different every single time. And I love how that looks. So I'm going to, before I put my sponge daubers away, I didn't do this on our sample card, but I think I want to do this on this one. I'm just going to take this Mary Merlot, and I'm just going to take my sponge dauber and flick the edges of our cardstock here. This just adds a little bit more depth and dimension, and I don't know, makes it pop a little bit more. Just going around all 4 sides. Perfect. I'm going to move that. I'm going to ink up our sentiment. It says, you make each season of life even more beautiful. I'm going to ink this up in Mary Merlot. And then I have my cardstock. I'm going to line it up with my grid paper, and I'm going to stamp as far to the right as I can without going off the edge. Make sure that stamp is straight as possible. Little bit crooked, but I'm okay with it. So I'm going to put my inks away, and then we're just going to quickly clean our stamps, and we can put our card together. And now you can take the leaves, or there's little dots on the inside, and I forgot the little dots, so we're not done yet. I have to do the little dots and stamp the inside of your card is what I was going to say, if you want. So we need the little dots here because I forgot about them, but we got to do that to our outside part because I wanted to kind of pull all the colors together. We have these greens in here, so I have the pear pizzazz, and that's what we're using that for. I'll go ahead and throw that back on my D block. Bring this back in with the pear pizzazz. And so what I did was I just inked it up, kind of went over some of those leaves. I think I'm going to stamp off. That's what I did on the other one. That one's a little bit too harsh of a green. I just want a little bit of that green showing through, almost like watermark. That looks good. We'll do that. And that dark green will kind of be covered by our sentiment. So mostly that'll work. So I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal. I'm going to run it along the back. And this is just as long as this cardstock, so it's going to line up perfectly. And then we're going to take our adhesive sheets off of the back of these. So the trick with this, it's like I said, it's like a sticker. You just kind of got to remember it, especially if you didn't put it on the whole sheet. You got to just remember where it is. So now it is sticky, and I'm going to put it down here. And we're just going to make like a little bouquet of leaves. I want to take the two bigger ones, though, and put them down first. I just got to remember where my adhesive sheet is on here and try to find it. I think there was some at the bottom. We'll try to peel it up. So I'm just taking my paper piercer and I'm kind of going along the edges to try to find where that backing is. So now that that is finished, move these sponge daubers. Now we can add a little bit of ribbon. So I have this beautiful gold shimmer ribbon. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make that long enough to wrap around the card. If I could cut it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some seal on the back. I'm going to take it and I want to cover up those stems. So I'm just going to do like this and then just wrap it around. And then what I like to do is, you see how that pops up a little bit? I like to take, don't push on that, I just realized I put it down on my grid paper, but I like to take a glue dot and just push that. I don't want to push it down because now it's stuck to my grid paper. There. I'll run some more seal over it just so it sticks to the card base. And I just realized I have a rich raspberry card base. I meant to go with Mary Merlot, but I went with rich raspberry. So either one, I think they both look good. So you choose. I meant to use Mary Merlot. I grabbed rich raspberry. So then I have already made a bow, and I'm kind of undoing it. Already have made a bow with that same ribbon, and I'm just going to place it over where I put that glue dot. And I kind of undid it a little. I'll tighten that back up, and there we go. So before we finish our card, I want to add a little bit of bling. So I'm going to grab some of these iridescent pearl basic jewels, and I'm just going to grab 3 of them. And just kind of randomly place them around my card. And before we're finished, you want to add it inside because this is dark cardstock. You could write on it if you had a lighter color ink pen or marker. I like to put it inside on the there so I can write with whatever color I want. And that is our card. So like I said, I did kind of mess up, used the rich raspberry. I think it looks good. I clearly didn't notice until I started filming this video, but I do like the little bit of difference that sponging the edge of our sentiment makes. So if you liked this card, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos from me, click that subscribe button, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.